How is it going, everybody? So, I said I was going to do a full review of these awesome cards. Here we go. As you can see, this is a sealed box. And let's see. So, what do I want to say about these? So, there are 270 cards in the set. Originally, there were 90 cards, but they expanded it. And basically what they did is they made so there are 3 different versions of each card, so you'll see the same image on the 3 versions, but we got a black, a silver, and a gold, and each version has different facts, different lore on the back of the card, so you'll get even more information on the topic. Here are some of the subjects. Actually, I think, okay, these are the rare cards. This is a list of the rare cards. And the rare cards, as I found out, are actually, they're that shiny foil. So, okay, there's the back. It's the checklist. You can see some of the subjects here that are covered. So 90 cards, and then the bonus cards. There are 9 bonus cards, and we got the S bonus cards. There's 4 of those, the G bonus cards, and then the R bonus card. And I think that has to do with the rarity. If I'm not mistaken, it seems like the S are the most common out of the bonus cards, which are still very rare. We'll get into that here in a minute. But I think the R are the most rare. That's not for sure, but okay, so we'll just read some of this real quick. This set of cards is meant to be shared. It is guaranteed to start conversations that have value. This is the ultimate social media. Face-to-face encounters actually change minds as long as it is in the spirit of goodwill. The friends you will make may just be the best. Be vigilant and read. Take notes and be willing to share what you learn. It would be such a tragedy to know something that could change lives and keep it to yourself. Okay, I'm sorry, I was processing that wrong. Yes, all artwork is either produced by the publisher or sourced from public domain sources. Some elements are licensed. And as you'll see, the artwork, it's basically, he takes a lot of, just known photos, and he'll use some digital art wizardry and, enhance them to make them really pop. So, as you can see, this is like a regular trading card box you could see in the store. And, obviously these packs are all open, but I saved the wrappers. I might actually kind of distribute the wrappers just in random places to, maybe pique people's curiosity. They'll see it and be like, whoa, what's this? I never heard of this. And there's a little QR code you can scan on the back. Stop playing games. Learning empowers confidence and attracts powerful allies. So, these cards are not like, a trading card game. There's not a game based around them. They are just actual old school trading cards. Here, let's find one that's not all torn up so I can kind of read some of the back of this too. How to read. Because, some of us obviously don't know how to read anymore, it seems like. If one of these cards inspires you to look closer into a subject, then find a memoir or collection of historical documents. Discover and use the index to locate relevant subjects. Highlight details on that page and insert a note card. Write subjects and connections on the top of the note card. If the subjects are secondhand, then include the source for easy cross-reference. Your library will be better organized and collated. Each pack contains 7 cards. There are 279 cards in the series, so that would be the 90 cards in the base set, and then there are 3 versions of each of those, plus the 9 chase cards. There is a black set, silver set, and gold set. A different narrative and artwork reveal more of the story. Some cards are harder to find. 9 cards are very hard to find. So, there you go. And I opened 2 boxes of these. I was super excited as someone who collected trading cards as a kid, and you know, I stopped doing that a long time ago, but I've always thought they were, you know, pretty cool. But this is an actual trading card set that has meaning and could be a learning tool. So I jumped on this, you know, there's that nostalgia factor, and there's, you know, the potential to be able to share these and, you know, just, yeah, what am I saying? Okay. Anyway. All right, well, we'll move on here. But yeah, like, I'm planning on taking my doubles too, and, you know, maybe just kind of leaving those in random places as well for people to find and be curious about. Here, we'll get to this here in a little bit. But so this was, I think this was, yeah, this was the set that I put together, and it's not a complete set, but it's close. It's kind of hard to do this while holding the phone. Bear with me. Okay, so these are the unique cards that I got from opening 2 boxes, which out of my first box, and so each box has 252 cards total. Out of my first box, I got 75 doubles, and I got 8 of the super rare chase cards. And out of my second box, I also got 8 of the super rare chase cards. Now, I'd also tell you guys, if you're interested in these cards at all, I would get some now, because the first run sounds like that is going on now. He said they are selling out, and they are going to have more of the rare cards in the first run to kind of reward people who are early adopters. So I got 16 total of the rare cards. And so these are the base cards. Here, I'll show you the rare cards real quick, that way you have some context. These, see how they're all shiny? Okay, so, and they're basically the same on the back, except, okay, so the S01, that's just Series 1. So they're all going to say that. And then G04, that's the numbering. And then, so we got, and I got all but one from a complete set of the chase cards. So, and I know probably hardcore card collectors are gonna cringe at me doing this, you know, scratching them up and stuff. I'm trying to be careful. I actually probably will order some sleeves for some of these too, because I want to keep them nice, you know. I haven't had any of those in a long time, but okay, so let's take a look at this. So as you can see, I kind of got mine sorted a little bit. Let me see if I can stand the phone up. No, that's not good. Okay. It's hard to do this one-handed. We got the Black Series. So this is so you got 3 versions for every card. All right. So the border, that's how you tell the difference, and also the numbering on the back. So we got C09, and then, so you can see it's the same number, but this is the silver version, so it has an AG in front of it, and you know, I looked at that and then looked at the gold AU, and I was like, okay, let's look up the periodic table of elements. So maybe they're using the elemental name of those, and that's what they are. They're the designations from the periodic table of elements for silver and for gold. So here, let's see. Let's just read a little bit about this guy, John Foster Dulles. Now, I am somewhat familiar with Alan Dulles, but I have not heard of this guy. So now I think that the gold are actually the first in the series, because like I said, each one has different lore on the back. Maybe the black is the first one. Now let's see. John Foster Dulles, 1888 to 1959, Senator, New York, 1949, Secretary of State, 1953 to 1959. His savvy business acumen and firm negotiation posture firmly solidified the United States in Middle East and Southeast Asia affairs. 1924 helped develop the Dawes Plan, which helped Germany produce its war machine for World War II. 1952 opposed the Bricker Amendment, which would have invalidated any foreign treaty that conflicts with the U.S. Constitution. 1953 overthrew Mohammed Mossadegh. I think it's Mossadegh. I've heard that name before. Through the Operation Ajax with cooperation from MI6. 1954 expressed interests in Vietnam for strategic value. Developed the Southeast Treaty Organization, which divided Vietnam into separate factions. So, and then you have different lore on the back of each one, so you can kind of get a more, a more complete story. Obviously, these are just, they're tidbits to kind of encourage further research. But Prescott Bush. So see, we got Daddy Bush's rookie card, don't we, huh? Oh, shit. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, my son and I were joking, like, hey, we can get Donald Trump or Joe Biden's rookie card. Yeah, no such luck. Maybe in Series 2. That'd be pretty funny. But, So I am, after opening these 2 boxes, I'm 37 cards away from a complete set of 270, but I do have one version of each of the sequential numbers, so I have like C1 all the way to C90. I just don't have all 3 versions of each card, but I have every picture, basically. Here, I'm gonna bring up, just go through some of my doubles here, so I'm not worried as much about kind of throwing them around, but I'll kind of show you guys some of, here, hold on, let me set this up a little better, bear with me. Okay, alright, so you got I should read these, for people who are just listening. Civil asset forfeiture, UNESCO, United Nations, Julian Huxley, Bernard Baruch, McCollum Memo, Event 201, Diamonds, got a couple of those, Bernard Burke, Mount Carmel Door, heard of that, Felix Frankfurter, Janet Airlines, Michael Chertoff, Project Gunrunner, Strategy Tension, Guy Rothschild or Guy Rothschild, depending, World War I, Public Relations, Colonel Edward Mandel House, Aspartame, couple of those. Northwoods document, the botanical car, that talks about, what are that? It talks about the Marijuana Tax Act and everything. So I'm assuming it's going to talk more about, the actual car, or if it's just a, kind of a hyperbole. What's the word? Anyway, Nelson Rockefeller. Okay, this is interesting because when we opened the first box, my son helped me open part of it because when I told him about these cards, he's kind of into some of those, card games and stuff like Pokemon and all that stuff. And he's like, oh, cool. Can I open some with you? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I asked him if he wanted to be in the unboxing video. And it's like, oh, I guess. So, anyway, I remember seeing a Nelson Rockefeller card during the opening of the first box. But then when I went through and I sorted all the cards, it was nowhere to be found. And I went through all the doubles and I went through all the sets twice, and I just could not find it, and it was really weird because I remember specifically seeing it. So, but I did get a few in the second box, so no worries. It was just kind of weird. Anyway, okay, space weapons. Planks to the Communist Manifesto. Another doubles here. Bonus March. Dennis Hastert. George Counts. The District of Columbia Organic Act. Operation Mockingbird. Laura Silsby. Nation building. I'm assuming that means fuck the EU. Influenza, pneumonia, COVID. WHO takeover. Johann Jacob. Income tax. Some more doubles. Alan Dulles. Martine Rothblatt. Let's see. Lionel Walter Rothschild. I'm not sure if that's supposed to say sheep dipping. It does look like there's two P's. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to see what this one says. Covert operations are usually under CIA control. Military actions are under the Department of Defense, DoD. However, they are legally different under U.S. Code. DoD military actions fall under Title 10. CIA covert operations are under Title 50. Special Forces operations are used in both. There is a lot of controversy over which to use depending upon the operation. Other intelligence agencies may use Title 50 for covert operations. Let's see. Agents with Title 50 powers: Office of the Director of National Intelligence, Central Intelligence Agency, National Security Agency, Defense Intelligence Agency, National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, National Reconnaissance Office. So, okay. So anyway, I first heard about these cards from Grand Theft World with Richard Grove, and he'd received some from the creator. I think, if I remember correctly, his name is James. Along with the cards, he sent a greetings letter, of thanks, and kind of tells a little bit about James, about his story, how he got the idea for these, how he kind of was exposed to a lot of these topics, and, it's pretty interesting. And, it sounds like, and you can tell, a lot of work went into these. So, it's pretty cool. I definitely encourage all you guys to support these, because this is just another learning tool and another way to support somebody out there who is sharing messages of truth and freedom. And hopefully this will catch on, and maybe even people who are just card collectors will discover these, and their curiosity will get the best of them, and they'll buy in too, and then maybe they'll start reading and educating themselves. That would be fucking awesome. But anyway, so when I found out about these, I went on the website, and the website is plunderworld.com, and you can order boxes. You can order multiple boxes. I think if you use a credit card, you can only order one box per order, but if you use PayPal, then you can order multiple boxes. And then you can also order like the prototype cards, which I think they don't have anything on the back. So I'm still waiting to receive my prototypes. I ordered 3 prototype cards. These were the ones that I think they were actually handmade. So now imagine, if these cards did take off, those would be pretty highly sought after. And let's see, what else did I want to talk about on this? But if you go to plunderworld.com, you can put in orders, and like I said, they are selling, and Series 2 is in the works. So, now would be the time, because if you get these now, you'll get more of the rare cards for Series 1. He also, here, I was going to show you guys these too. He also included prototypes for Series 2 and Plunder World sticker. Pretty cool. So here, let's check these out. Sneak peek at Series 2. Cloward Piven strategy. So as you can see, they got the S02, and it says prototype on it. So that's pretty cool. Scientific tyranny. And they talk about mathematics, astronomy, chemistry, physics, tyranny, geology, anthropology, botany, zoology. So, kind of hints that all of those realms have been manipulated in some way, and we're not getting the full story. Wisconsin versus Yoder. Swine flu. Barry Seal. Nelson Rockefeller. And I don't think this is the Nelson Rockefeller card that I saw. Oh, see, no, this is... Oh, wait a minute. Now this is from Series 1, but it's like a special card, but I don't think these are the prototypes that he was talking about. So let's see. Wait. So yeah. These three are definitely Series 1, but these are all Series 2. So you got 4 from Series 2 and then 3 from Series 1. And then, let's see. And I think I got this with the case that not a case, but I had an order of 5 boxes, and then I ordered 1 individual box. And then I got this with the individual box that I ordered. Another sticker. And then we got here Black Block. Is that what that says? Yeah, Black Block. It's also a Series 2 prototype. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, okay. So since this is a review video, I guess the only critique I might have about these is that the numbering system, since there are 3 different versions of each number and they're only differentiated by the gold and then the how it has the how's the AU or the AG or nothing on the back. When I was sorting the cards, it was kind of a nightmare because of that. If they had just been sequentially ordered, like 1 through 270, it would have been easier. But I understand why he did it that way, because they were initially just 90 cards. So initially, maybe they all had a gold border or a black border or whatever. And so then he decided to expand them and, use the same images, but he had to differentiate them and, so there's different information on them and everything. So I understand why it was done that way, and it's, not a huge deal or anything. But just to, be completely unbiased and everything, if there's any criticism I could think of, that would be the only thing. But now props to James for the awesome job on these cards, and I am really looking forward to Series 2. So guys, if you have any interest in all in these, please support this guy's project. So with that, I will end this video, and thank you very much for watching. Take care.